I'm Ivona, and today I will be answering some questions. Do you consider yourself a good listener? Why not? I do consider myself a good listener because when someone has a problem or they just want to talk about something, I usually listen and I let them get it all out, and maybe that'll make them feel better. And if I have good advice from a similar situation that I've had, I say it to them, and if they don't really enjoy it and they ask me not to do it anymore, then I just stop and I just listen to their problems. How do you usually cheer yourself up when you feel blue? I guess I don't really cheer myself up. I find it quite important to procrastinate on things that make you sad because, they're important because they made you sad for a reason, and I guess you want to mend that thing maybe. So I usually just lay in my bed and breathe a bit, and think about the problem that made me sad, and I guess I just start to think about it thoroughly and completely and realize that it's not really a matter to be sad about, and I just let it go, I guess, because if else I might do something that I like and it's not gonna end up how I want it to be. I get a bit frustrated, I might start to cry again, so we just procrastinate about it. How do you usually cheer your friends up when they're sad? I try to do stuff that they like, and that I know that they like, or I ask them what they want to do to make themselves feel better, and I try my best to be supportive for them. How does your best friend try to cheer you up when you have problems or feel overwhelmed? She usually makes jokes, and if she sees that it's not really working, she just comes next to me and hugs me and tells me that everything's gonna be all right. If you felt depressed, would you prefer speaking to a friend, family member, or asking for specialized help? I think I would prefer for specialized help because, it's exactly how it said in the video. It's better if you seek help for someone that isn't in the problem or that doesn't really know you. So I guess I would seek for a therapist, because sometimes speaking with a friend or a family member might not be the best thing to do. They might not give the best advice, or they might give the advice that they think is best for partially themselves and at the same time for you, but it's not always the answer, so I would prefer a specialist. Were we born with good listening skills, or do we need to learn to become good listeners? Well, it really depends on the person. Some people are born good listeners, some people become good listeners. It really depends on the background of the situation. There might be different things for different people. I'm pretty sure I was born a good listener. Like, even when I was younger, even though I was pretty talkative, if somebody wanted to talk to me, I would be there for them. Tell us about somebody that seems to be a good listener for you. What is she like? A good listener for me. I don't really talk about my problems, really. Not really. I guess if it's a controversial thing, I talk with my aunt, but that's not really a problem. I think my mom, if there's something that I don't know, bothers me, I usually talk to her or to my dad. But I think my dad is the best option. He is very open-minded. He gives very good advice. He doesn't jump to conclusions before before everything is finished. And he listens to what you have to say, and he tries to give you advice, and he tells you everything will be alright. So I think my dad is my best go-to, like my go-to when I need a listener. Have you ever kept a certain problem for yourself and tried to sort it out on your own instead of asking for help? If yes, what made you take that decision? Yes, I do that quite a lot, actually. At least with my friends. I probably tell my family everything, but my friends, I usually keep it for myself. And I guess that decision was made because I don't really like bothering people. I feel like if I go to someone about my problems, it bothers them, you know? I just have this mindset, you know? Like if somebody comes to me with a problem, like an actual problem, no, oh, what's the math problem? Like, yeah, that annoys me. But you know, if they actually come to me with an actual problem, I don't mind. I actually feel a lot better to, you know, help them out. But you know, my friends aren't really the best listeners in the world, and I feel like I annoy them a lot. So I usually keep it for myself and sort it out myself. Plus, I never really liked having people to help me. I'm actually not a person that does teamwork. Like, you know, I integrate and I do it, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it entirely. I prefer to do stuff on my own, and you know, it's fun, but I prefer to